Hello friends, on today's video I want to be teaching you how we feed this chicken that you are seeing right here. If you take a very good look at my back, you will realize that this my chicken, they are feeding. So I want to tell you how I do give them their feed. All you need to do is watch this video to the end so that you'll be able to understand what I'm going to teach you on this video. First of all, we do feed this chicken 2 times daily. We do feed them in the morning around that kind 6:30 in the morning and around 1:30 in the afternoon. So the reason being that even though I usually go to work, but because of my siblings, they usually help me in the farm, so they do feed them in the afternoon. I usually feed them in the morning while they feed them in the afternoon. So we do feed them 2 times daily, morning and afternoon. So and the ration we give them in the morning is always higher than the one we give them in the afternoon. So the reason being that during that morning, early in the morning the weather is always calm. It is not that kind hot, unlike during afternoon period. So during that morning the feed digestion is usually more easily. That is why we usually give them more feed in the morning, unlike the afternoon ration, so that the feed will be able to digest easily and form their eggs. So and again, if you don't have assuming you don't have time to be in your farm from morning till night, like assuming you have another work that you are doing, maybe you don't have all day to stay in your farm, you can give them the feed in the morning and in the evening. But make sure that the ration you give them in the morning is way higher than the one you give them in the evening. And also make sure that they have light, which they will use to feed in evening. But the production will still be good if you follow the due process by making sure that they have light in their chicken house, which they will use to feed in the evening. And again, in the morning, make sure you give them enough feed so that to sustain them, because when these chicken don't when they don't feed enough, they usually peck, they usually fight. That is, it will lead to cannibalism in your poultry, which they will be fighting each other. So make sure you give them enough feed in the morning before you leave to work. And also make sure you give them a lot of water so that they will not run out of water, because that water is what will help in the digestion of their feed. Make sure you give them enough water before leaving to work. I do give them 25 kg of feed, that is 25 kilogram, a bag of feed which is 25 kilogram. Maybe in your own area, depending on how depending on the quantity of the feed, maybe the quantity might be 50 kilogram per bag, but here in my area they do sell in 25 kilogram per bag. So this chicken, they usually consume a bag of 25 kilogram in 3 days. I do feed them a bag of 25 kilogram in 3 days, whereby a day they will consume around 8.4 kilogram per day, because this particular chicken, they are not up to 100 any longer. So that is how I feed them, and I always make sure that all of them are feeding. If you look at my back, you realize that some are drinking the water while some are feeding. So always make sure you provide enough water for them so that it will help in digestion of the feed. And you know, it is that water that usually formulates their egg. It helps to formulate their eggs. So make sure they have enough water to drink. And also, when you look at your chicken, make sure that all of them are feeding. If you see anyone that is not feeding, make sure you take a very close look at it to note the problem of the chicken. So that is how we do feed this chicken. Although you can give them a half bag of 25 kilogram per day. The production, what will determine their production is how you manage them, how you feed them a day, because I'm feeding a bag of 25 kilogram in 3 days. So the production will not be the same as for the person feeding them half bag of 25 kilogram per day. So the difference is clear. So make sure that you are giving them enough feed so that their production will trigger very well. So I'm just telling you how I manage my own. You can manage your own in another way to know which one works out more perfect for you. But for me, the production they are giving me is equivalent to the expenses that I'm making, and also the profit. So I'm good with it. You can also try it in your own way to know which one is working out for you. To know which one that will work out for you, then you follow the trick. Nobody is perfect. You just have to give yourself a trial, try different method and know which one works perfect. So that is how I do it, and I do make a lot of profit doing it that way. So that is it for today's video. As you can see, the chicken are feeding, and that is their laying box there. If you look closely, you will realize that some chicken are there laying eggs, and they are laying very quality eggs for me. So you can also try your own in different way and see the results. Thank you for watching this video. I think I've shared 1 or 2 experience to you guys, which you can tap from it and apply it. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please like the video and subscribe in this channel. Thank you for watching. Love you guys.